And welcome to Question Time. Punch and Judy. Is Britain really overcrowded? Yep. Nigel Farage?
I think the answer to the question is a big... I couldn't care less.
Russell Brand?
Let me tell you something. His mates in the city farted against the poorest among us. Nigel Farage is pointing at Enoch Powell in his nose. Immigrants are causing the economic problems and suffering we're experiencing. As much as any of us, I enjoy seeing Nigel Farage in a boozer with a pint and a fag, breastfeeding or whatever. I enjoy it, and we got to watch him.
Come back on yeah. Well, Russell, that's all well and good, and you've got your point of view.
Mary Cray?
Come one, come all.
A couple of quick points. If you'd like to come, the man and the woman, just be brief if you would. I want to go on. No, you're not you're a woman, you're a man. At least you sound like a man. Penny Moore.
You have a huge cough. I think that is a bit of a turn-off. This is wider than...
yeah.
It's just not being distributed.
And I will tell you why. I will not take it. I will not take...
71 members.
That is an experiment. Nobody quite knows where it's going to go.
It's an experiment that has no end. That is a recipe for inefficiency, it's a recipe for cost going up, and it's a recipe for men talking over women.
That's not happening. But...
fellas like Nigel there become more popular.
The girls.
And we got to watch him.
Russell has 9 million.
Burning buildings and whatnot.
Apart from my admiration of firefighters.
They're really tired from doing the, breastfeeding. This is an agenda that is not met by politicians that, as we understand them. So
I agree with much that Russell probably
pay
says.
Their bonuses, then love.
Well, I'll...
Go on, then.
Now, the reason I said that I don't vote is his little Willie. He farted against like 70% of the people at the last election.
Well, that's probably not rare.
There were people mooing in the background.
And we have to have grown-up conversations about it.
All right.
Thank
you.
I mean, it's just too important to have that kind of debate.
You fought a dick and you've beaten it, OK? You... That is rubbish.
Mate,
You cannot preach that.
We don't want rapists, we don't want murderers, we don't want them. You are, lady, you are the rudest woman that I've ever met. Go and sit there and be quiet. It is nothing at all to do with racism, at all. That's why you need to back off and mind what you say.
Russell, you've got some voters here, mate. You ought to stand. I mean, these are your voters.
I'd be scared that I'd become one of them.
I'm sorry, but at the end of the day...
Immigrants! Try to blame these rich! Immigrants!
It's the general public
He's a racist immigrant!
standing for him.
Scumbag! And I'm coming for you!
They're lovely people.
Bloody worry!
This is a hotly contested issue, of course, the petty adversarial nature of it. We talked about it. I think you've spoken already. Right. Nigel Farage?
I think the answer to the question is a big gay marriage.
Russell Brand?
Let me tell you something about breastfeeding in an ostentatious manner, in an accent. It seems sort of unnatural to receive a bill.
There is an entirely false debate going on. I would like to think that some of my helpful, friendly advice has, generally gingered the place up a little bit. And do you think I'm wrong? I mean, do you
yes,
not think...
Nigel, can I not be more clear, mate? I think you're wrong. I'm very worried that there are 71 members of Parliament currently breastfeeding.
And 50,000 of them have just disappeared.
And they're going to have to work an extra 5 years. And this is makes me feel further disillusioned with our current parliamentary process.
And we've seen the growth of a cough.
Another shameful slur on our great nation. Breastfeeding. 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 It seems sort of unnatural. Breastfeeding. Feeding. Feeding. Breastfeeding.
I think you ought to leave, because... Thank you.